take a moment in silence as we hear that refrain, Holy Spirit, come. Pray that a few times in your mind and in your heart as we prepare today. Amen. So are there any of you who spent any time this week worrying? Our gospel reading, which I'm going to invite you to look up there should be a Bible there. 787 is the page number, 787. Jesus, interestingly, spends a decent amount of time talking about not worrying, rather than necessarily giving us a pathway in the ways in which we listen to it out of worry. 787, we're turning to Matthew chapter 6, and we're beginning to read at verse 19. Jesus is speaking here. This is called the Sermon on the Mount, chapters 5, 6, and 7 of Matthew. It's Jesus' teachings about what it means to be a follower of Christ. So he's instructing us in the way of living the life Christ is teaching. So beginning at verse 19, Jesus says, "Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth where moth and rust consume and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven where neither moth nor rust consumes and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." Then he went on to say, "The eye is the lamp of the body. So if your eye is healthy, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eye is unhealthy, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light in you is darkness, how great is the darkness?" He continued by saying, "No one can serve two masters. For a slave will either hate the one and love the other, or be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and wealth." And finally, in this lengthy section, Jesus addresses the propensity to worry when he says, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, or what your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? Look at the birds of the air. They neither sow nor reap nor gather into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they? And can any of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your span of life? And why do you worry about clothing? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They neither toil nor spin. Yet I tell you, even Solomon in all his glory was not clothed like one of these. But if God so clothes the grass of the field, which is alive today and tomorrow is thrown into the oven, will he not much more clothe you, you of little faith? Therefore do not worry, saying, what will we eat, or what will we drink, or what will we wear? For it's the Gentiles who strive for all these things, and indeed your heavenly Father knows that you need all these things. Instead, strive first for the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you. So do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring worries of its own. Today's trouble is enough for today." Amen? Amen. Friends, as we ponder today's readings of Jesus about how to live, there's some things hidden in the text that come out when you can read Greek that kind of point us to how these teachings fit together, how it applies to our life, how it is we are to live. So we look at these first couple of verses here in Matthew 6. The first few sentences uses the word yourselves, which is plural. And so if I were to read it in more of a southern kind of way, it'd be like, "Do not store up for you all's treasure on earth, where moth and rust consume and where thieves break in and steal. But store up you all your treasures in heaven, where neither rust nor moth consume, and where thieves do not break in and steal. And now it moves to the singular. This you is now about you. It's now about me. And Jesus says, and this is significant, where your treasure is, your heart will be also. Where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. In other words, for your heart will always be where your riches are. So evaluating our heart and getting it right is the first thing that we need to focus on and think about today. Getting our hearts right. We can only serve one Lord. And as we move down through the text, these questions are about who do you serve? Who is your ultimate? Who is your primary? What is your focus? Jesus is speaking here using body metaphor. First the heart, and now he moves on to talking about the eye, the E-Y-E. When he says, the eye is the lamp of the body, so if your eye is healthy, literally in the Greek it's if your eye is single focused, or if your eye is in fact simple. Simple meaning generous. Single focused meaning we have our eye on God and we have our eye on the other who God puts in our path. Then our eye is healthy. If not, our whole body will be filled with darkness, and how great is the darkness that will fill us. So where have your eyes been? Last week I spoke a little bit about depression and anxiety, talked about how when we're in the shadows, we tend to isolate. And that's why as people, as community of faith, we need to keep our eyes open when people's behavior changes, when their attitude changes. Because the danger is when we slink too deep into the shadows, that suicide becomes something that crosses the mind, ending the life. God calls us to be people of life because God is a life giver. So may we continue to have our eyes focused on the other that we might notice. Today I also want to speak about pornography. Pornography. Because with the internet, with magazines, with all that there is, we can fill our eyes with things that are not our own. And we can, in fact, especially true for men, I think, objectify women, objectify them and say, oh, this is someone for me to enjoy. This is called lust. It's lusting after, it's looking at, it's thinking about, it's dreaming about someone who is not with whom we're in relationship. So pornography, though we think we're doing no damage on our own in secret, we are in fact filling our eye and therefore our mind with things that are not healthy. And as a result of that, it puts us in places that endanger our true relationships. But also as men, it causes us to behave in a way that can objectify women and reduce them from being a human being in equal status with all of us. Isn't that right? But there's a second level to this thing, and it's also looking at violence. We are living in a very violent time. Violence is happening all around us. And we might think, well, this is just a great movie. I know these are just Hollywood actors, even though there's all these people getting shot up and killed and sliced and diced. But once again, you see, I think it reduces to us our sensitivity to the value of life. It puts it into a place that says, well, that's just entertainment. But I want to say in the world in which we live, this isn't just entertainment anymore. There are so many people losing their lives. Be careful what we bring into our eyes' vision, because it stains our minds. And this brings us mothers, grandmothers, grandfathers, and dads, uncles and aunts around the violence of games as well. There's so many games on the market, and they're so violent. And you cannot just tell me, well, I'm just playing a game, without that having some impact in our brain. So think about that. know what's going on. Because you see, we can go on the other side of the negative and talk about the positive of our eyes. When our eyes are focused and straight focused, it's talking about here, where God is the center of our heart, the treasure of our heart, and life is a value which comes from God, and God sends us to be eyes and ears for the other because we know we're stronger together than we are apart. That's why God created us for a community of faith and not just individual Christians living on our own. We come together to worship God because we're strengthened and encouraged by coming together. God's word impacts us. So if we place our eyes upon God's word, even a small portion of it each day. If you've been battling with worry, I'd bring you back here to Matthew chapter 6 and say, pay attention to what do you see? What is Jesus saying to you? So that we might be relieved of our worry, set free from it, and placed into a position where we might recognize that God provides. Then Jesus jumps on to talking about you cannot serve two masters. It's either God, it cannot be both God and wealth. Let me stipulate here. Jesus isn't saying that wealth is a bad thing. We will talk next week about generosity as being the sharing of our wealth, recognizing that all that we have comes from God. In this particular piece, what Jesus is saying, make sure that you place God at the center of your being. That God is Lord. And then the wealth that we have, you see, we can both enjoy it, but we can also generously share it. Because all the blessings that we have come from God. Isn't that right? Even though we may fool ourselves into thinking, well, I worked hard for this, I deserve this. You see, if we go on that route, then I look over here to somebody else who works really hard for $8 an hour, and is that what they deserve? You see, somehow we get breaks along the way that have been given to us, maybe because of family, maybe because of what was passed on to us, maybe because of an education, yes, we worked hard for, but others supported us in the midst of it. Make sure that our center is our center, which brings us finally here to Jesus' teachings about worry. He says multiple times, do not worry, do not worry, do not worry about clothing, about food, and about drink that God provides. We see this in nature. We see God's manifest blessing upon the wild flowers. We see God's manifest blessing upon the birds that fill the air in our trees. We see God's manifest blessing all around us. And it's bringing us back to this point where if you look close at the text, after each point where Jesus says, do not worry, he says, for your heavenly Father feeds the birds of the air. For your heavenly Father clothes the wild flowers of the field. Even the Gentiles worry about these things, but God knows you need them all. So a verse I'd like to lift up for you is from Philippians 4:19, which reminds us, contrary to worry, is that God is a God of provision, that God provides, saying, and my God will fully satisfy, my God will fully meet your needs, my God will fully provide for you everything you need according to the riches in glory in Christ Jesus. So the opposite of worrying, which if we start thinking about worrying, what's going to happen? Worries are going to come. But if we focus on provision, reminding ourselves that God provides, God has provided me thus far. I look clothed. I look like I've been eating something, right? I look like I've been drinking something. Somehow God has provided. And I look out and I see the same with you. God has provided for you. And so focus on provision. Remember that God provides as God has always provided for you. And therefore, we will be lifted out of our battle with worry, turning it over to God as we remind ourselves of God's generous provision. So before I close in reading this portion about worry once again out of the Message Bible, which is fresh and alive and helpful, I remind us, where are you setting your eyes? How are you noticing the good that God is up to, the good that God is calling you to do as you pay attention to the others in your life? Jesus calls us to look beyond our own family to the needs of others, because even those who are people of unbelief look to provide for their own family. But God's given us a higher calling to care for the needs of others. Isn't that right? Because God has blessed us, and as we bless others, we receive the joy and the gift of sharing what God first gives to us. There is no greater joy. Yes, there's some joy that happens when a grandchild opens up a birthday gift or a Christmas gift. There's some joy, but there's a greater joy when you've helped somebody in need. When you've just simply given a gift of time in the Walgreens line, when you're looking and thinking about hurrying up and getting home, and the person in front of you starts telling a little bit of their story. Gives us a chance not only to listen, but to hopefully give some encouragement, to help to lift out of the darkness and remind them of the light, remind them of the life God has given them, remind them that God has provided for you. And I will pray for you in the day and week ahead. You see, that encourages others. That helps us stop our stewing and start to recognize, I do have something to be thankful for. And sometimes we all need that encouragement, friends. So let me read this for you out of the Message Bible. I love how Dr. Peterson puts it. He says this: if you decide for God, living a life of God worship, it follows that you don't fuss about what's on the table at mealtime or whether the clothes in your closet are in fashion. There's far more to your life than the food you put in your stomach, more to your outer appearance than the clothes you hang on your body. Look at the birds, free and unfettered, not tied down to a job description, careless in the care of God. And you count far more than just birds. Has anyone, by fussing in front of a mirror, ever gotten taller by so much as an inch? All this time and money wasted on fashion, do you think it makes that much of a difference? Instead of looking at the fashions, walk out into the fields. Look at the wildflowers. They never primp or shop. Have you ever seen color and design quite like it? The 10 best dressed men and women in the country look shabby alongside these beautiful wildflowers. If God gives such attention to the appearance of wildflowers, most of which are never ever seen, don't you think He'll attend to you, take pride in you, do His best for you? What I'm trying to do here is to get you to relax, to not be so preoccupied with getting, so you can respond to God's giving. Again, so you may not be so preoccupied with getting, receiving, but rather you can respond to God's giving. People who don't know God and the way God works fuss over these things, but you know both God and how He works. Steep your life in God reality, in God initiative, in God provisions. Don't worry about missing out. You'll find all your everyday human concerns will be met. So give your entire attention to what God is doing right now. And don't get worked up about what may or may not happen tomorrow. God will help you deal with whatever hard things come up when the time comes. This, my friends, is the truth of God. Grab a hold of it. Encourage each other today. Be an encouragement tomorrow. Soften up on the judgmental tone. Stop criticizing. Begin to build up. And God will begin to change your life, those you meet's life, and those to whom God places in our path. Thanks be to God for you today, but most of all for God's amazing love. Amen.